What's up guys, thank you for watching JGTechBlog. For today's video we're going to be talking about the Galaxy S8. This just came in. This model is for Metro PCS with 64 gigs and it is the silver model. So let's go ahead and open this baby up. The typical Samsung box. So it just pop up from the side. Look at that screen though. Amazing. That's all it is. It's just a complete screen. From the top all the way to the bottom. They call this the infinity display. 5.8 inches. What comes with it is the SIM cards from MetroPCS, the manual of course, the eject pin which you're going to use to take out the SD card and the SIM card from the phone. This is expandable to 256 gigabytes, and there it is. That's where you can use the eject pin to take out the SD card and SIM card. Fast charging adapter. You have a little USB-C adapter. The normal V9 chargers that you currently have, you can use this to plug it into an adapter and use the USB-C. It also comes with a USB to USB-C adapter, which I guess is for importing your information from the phone to the computer. USB-C cable, very durable by the way, very strong. And you have the amazing headphones they now will carry from AKG. And let's go ahead and look at the phone. It's not like the typical phones that you usually see. It's actually something that's finally different from the rest of the phones they've been making for the longest time. One of the most things that you look at when you look at this phone is just how big the screen size is. Everybody complains, you know, I want a bigger screen or bigger screen. Well, you've got a bigger display now. This is with the silver finish. This is actually the only model that the Metro PCS is going to be carrying. They might change this later on, but currently it's only in 64 gigs, silver model, and it's only S8. They're not going to have the S8 Plus. At the bottom of the phone, you have the speakers, the headphone jack, which Samsung decided to stick with and not take it out like the iPhones. And then you have the USB-C port. On the left-hand side, you have a Bixby option, which is this right here. And you have the volume up and down. On the right hand side you have the power button, and now the home button, as you can see, it's gone. That's because they've now embedded it right into the phone itself. You have the 8 megapixel in the camera in the front. I've heard many good things about the camera. It does very well in low light. This is a 12 megapixel dual pixel autofocus, and we're gonna try this later on once we turn on the camera. I know you guys can see the smudges on there already on the screen. But there it is. The phone is on. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and check out the storage that's on the phone. If you go to device maintenance, so the storage, you have 64 gigabytes of internal memory. From that, I think 12 gigs is already used, so what's your available is 51 gigabytes. And this has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it's expandable, like I said, to 256 gigabytes. It is currently running the 7.0 Nougat. So looking at the phone, as you guys can notice, is that the home button is gone, but what you have is that right there, which is the new home button. Even if you go to apps or anything like that, it'll still be there at the bottom. The phone is super fast, super responsive. The processor on this is amazing. It's a Snapdragon 835 octa-core processor with 2.35 gigahertz. In terms of the battery, you're rocking a unremovable 3000 milliamp battery. Not a big difference compared to the Galaxy S7. Looking at the security of the phone, you have different options though. Unlike the Galaxy S7 where you had only the fingerprint touch, which by the way, right now this time it's in the back. You have different options. You do through the iris, which just looks at your eyes, and you have the fingerprint option, and as well as the facial recognition, so it would look at your face, and if it recognizes it, it opens it up. But I've heard many things that it's not as secure, so it's not actually recommended to use that feature. Because if somebody has a picture of you, they can actually just put it in front of the phone, it will recognize it and open the phone. So one of the biggest things that Samsung talked about in this phone is Bixby. Bixby is able to do multiple things. If you click on the side right here, Hello Bixby. What this does is a new feature for Samsung where if you take a picture of any landmark or Eiffel Tower or anything like that, it will actually bring you the history or the information about that location. As well as if you have a product, for example, that you put in front of Bixby and take a picture of it, you can actually find it online, how much it is, list you a couple places you can actually buy it. One of the cool features that I'm looking forward to use Bixby for is if you're ever traveling around the world, you can actually take a picture of any sign anywhere you are. You can take a picture of a document that you have that's in a different language, and it'll actually translate it to English. And last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights, and I'm going to test this out. I want to see how good it takes the pictures in low light. So let's go ahead and open the camera. Again, this is a 12 megapixel camera. Very responsive. Autofocus is very fast as well. And alright, let's go ahead and look at the front facing camera. There it is, very clear. You see that? And okay, let's go ahead and look at the low light. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light and see how well it's gonna take a picture of this. If you can, this is amazing. It's actually bringing up when there's, you see how pitch dark it is right now? I'm shooting on my iPhone, by the way, iPhone 7 Plus. So it actually shows up when there's no light. So I'm really looking forward to using that camera, especially at night when you're trying to take a picture with your friends or you're outside. Alright guys, so that was the unboxing, a quick review of the Galaxy S8 from Metro PCS. They will have it only in silver and it's going for $729. And you will see when I do the full review for this phone. Make sure you subscribe so you can know when that's uploaded. I will show you how clear and crisp the videos are when you're watching movies or gaming on this phone. If I missed anything, please put it in the comment section below if you have any questions. If you enjoyed this video and you like this phone, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.